Gather round, friends. Gather round, non-believers. With your own eyes, you shall witness a miracle. She lives, yet lives not. She breathes, yet she does not breathe. She feels, yet she feels nothing. I present to you, for your amazement and delight, the living dead girl. Madam, what are you thinking about?
Same thing you are.
Friends, I beg your indulgence. I am but a humble doctor which stumbled upon this, dare I say, miracle. Yes, friends, a miracle of this modern age. And at great personal risk and financial burden, I have traveled the lengths and breadths of this great world by boat and by cart and by foot to bring her to you this very evening for your enjoyment. Friends, let the show begin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast, the live stream, and thank you. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice, even though we're dressed for it. We are telling you what we do. That is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor, who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, friends, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, the living dead girl. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
Well, I'm alive.
Guys, look, it's Halloween. Clearly, we get into it. Here at the podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos, because as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable. It's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto. Welcome to the podcast. And thank you. Friends, new acquaintances, and disbelievers all. Everybody is welcome here at the podcast because I'm not trying to change your mind. I am not here to offer financial advice. I'm just here to show you what I do. That is all. I want to be super clear about this. We are not offering financial advice because what the hell do we know? If we were so smart, we wouldn't need to do YouTube. If we were so clever, we would not have to put on costs. How do women deal with this, by the way, with the hair thing? I don't know if you guys have seen the show before, but I don't have any hair. I shave my head specifically for this because I hate this. I absolutely hate this. It's warm and I keep getting hair in my mouth. I can't enjoy my apple juice. So, but you know what? We suffer for our art, and we've telling you guys the whole time we're entertainers. All right, we're not financial consultants. We have nothing to do with money. We are just simply here to be entertainers. But as I was putting this on, and as I was given some thought today, based on Twitter, of all things, based on Twitter, it really occurred to me that this right here is effectively the hair. I got hair in my mouth, guys. Sorry. This right here is effectively the crypto opinion editorial space because it's not about context. It's about the show. It's about presentation. It's about 70% how you look, 20% how you sound, and 10% what you say. This is historical psychological fact, and I think it's important that you at least be aware of it. I get more emails, and it's usually lost souls that are coming to us after they've kind of gone through the rounds. I get more emails from people that saying, well, I listened to such and such a YouTuber and now I'm broke. I listened to such and such a YouTuber and now I'm broke. I bought such and such a guy's book and now I'm broke. Friends, gather around. You know what? The doctor is in and the doctor is here to help. There's no magic formula. It doesn't exist. If the I got hair in my mouth, Bell. There's no way I can get this out. Every time I turn around, I got hair in my mouth. There's no magic pill. It doesn't exist. What works for me, what has worked for me over an investment lifetime of 25 years, what has worked for me is math and grinding it out, taking a 30,000-foot view of the marketplace and figuring out where it's going to be 3 months from now, not tomorrow. I understand that that's my mouth. I understand that that's not entertaining, but we're fine with it because, as we've mentioned from time to time, we make our money in cryptocurrency. We make our money investing. We don't make our money in YouTube. So I would just, if I could get anything I could put out here, I would implore these hacks, these absolute frauds, these charlatans, these sideshow barkers to just try to be real once in a while, because the thing that that you're forgetting, and it's not a matter of what I think, it's a matter of what I know. What you guys seem to be forgetting is that in your quest for views, in your quest for clicks, in your quest to, I don't even know, make your ego feel better, you are costing people money, and you are costing people a shocking amount of money. Please put some context. Put something, at least announce to them, dear God, don't do what I'm doing. I'm here to entertain, and that's all I'm doing. It would be a lot more, it would be better for the entire crypto reporting space if you didn't live your entire, sorry guys, I had to do this too. If you didn't live your entire YouTube existence trying to hustle people and get them to invest in just, or get them to invest at all. You're not a financial advisor. You're not their financial advisor. You don't know their situation. You don't know what their ups, their downs, their means. You don't know what's going to happen if they do what you recommend and they get absolutely just brutally bloody wiped out. You don't know what's going to happen to them, their life, their friends, their family. You don't know any of these things. And yet you will come up here every single day. You'll make these bullshit 10X videos and dress them up with some hype, with some fireworks, with some flash, with a little bit of pizzazz, get some razzle-dazzle in there, and suddenly you have 50,000 people. You have 50,000 people thinking SafeMoon is a very, very good investment. You're hacks. You are 100% charlatans, and it should be you on that backboard right there. It should not be the only human on Earth with a nose like an elephant's trunk. It should be the only YouTuber on Earth that has been wrong about everything. That's what should be up there. So I just want to make sure I get that out, guys, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's a sore spot for me because they give such a black eye to everybody else who's just kind of out here, who's just out here, you know, showing the rest of the world how somebody else might see the market. Again, nothing I do should be taken as financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know your situation. I don't know your conditions. I don't know any of that. So please, please, please be careful. This is the warning from the podcast. And, you know, aside from that, we are all about the funny here. And, yeah, I think we should really start getting into it. I have to address something. I have hair on me, guys. I'm sorry. There was no way this was going to work, Belle, by the way. I can't get my damn hair plug in, and it's caught on the hair. I have to address the secret net, or I'm sorry, I have to address the Jackal Network thing because we were called out on YouTube, so I certainly have to address that. And I want to give you the information that I have, which is not much more than you have, but I do want to put that out because we're big supporters and we're a validator on Jackal, so I think it's important that we get out the information that we know, without causing hype, without causing a stir, and maybe actually treat this like a business. But one of the best takeaways I've gotten from this entire thing, and if you guys have followed the Jackal saga this weekend at all, Jacob did what Jacob does, and you know what? He's a great guy. There's no way I can't do this, Belle. I can't address this at all. I'm just saying if I would have found what he found or supposedly found, then I would have maybe handled it a different way. Rushing to Twitter and screaming for halts when there's not even a single module loaded on this chain, it might not have been the way I did it. Now, I'm not telling people to do things the way that I do them. I'm just saying this is a business. Crypto, blockchain is a business, or it's a game. If it's a game, keep tweeting. Knock yourself out, won't matter, because nobody is ever, ever, ever going to take blockchain seriously. But if it's a business, just saying, pretend it is. Crypto is a business. Blockchain is a business. It's not a hustle. It's not a sideshow. It's none of those things. It is an actual business. And when you fire from the hip with no, when you just plain fire from the hip with no consideration to the fact that you are about to cost people money, real investments, real everything, but you're about to hammer a whole bunch of people who invested in a product, maybe just step back, take a look at it, take a long look and say, is this the right thing to do at this time? There is a very, very, very good reason that major corporations have a human resources department, even though I despise human resources. But there's a real good reason that they have that they have a legal team to make sure that what you are about to say doesn't hurt anybody. It puts out the correct information, but it doesn't hurt anybody. So I'm just saying in this case, I certainly understand that. All right, so we're going to get into it. It's a normal show tonight, guys. I got to lose the hat. I have to lose the hat and mustache. This is driving me nuts. I don't know if you could tell if I'm distracted, but this is killing me. So, and the hair. So we're going to have to take this thing off. But before we do, take your pictures. We'll get them out there, and you can take your screenshots and whatever. We like to clown around here as much as anybody else, but there is a lot going on, and I'll tell you what, my wallets couldn't be happier lately, so thought we should take a little bit of time and maybe get into that a little bit. But before we do, as we always do, Belle, questions, comments, concerns, observations.
We haven't had any questions yet, but we've had a lot of people in chat saying, yeah, great costume. Now, our resident ball buster is in the audience, so Carnthus, you're welcome for this one. Carnthus says, loving the outfit and the accompanying malfunctions.
Which oh, God, all the hair? Yeah, dude, I can't live like this. Carnthus, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Aaron. He actually sent me a video. But I can't post it because it's not my video. He just sent it to me in trust. But, yeah, Aaron's another one. He's a big hairy guy, big beard, all that other good stuff. And how do you do this, dude? How do you live with this? Because this is just absolute insanity. All right, Bo, anything else, or can I take a real short break here and take the hat off?
Couple more comments. Alter Nature says, love how Scott never fails to keep it real, even when dressed like that.
Well, and guys, look, hey, let me take this one for a second, Belle. I want to address this. Again, guys, we have fun here. We like to have fun. We try to have fun. The hair, you seeing this? Aaron? We do try to have fun. We do try to keep it family. We do try to keep it real, guys. But everything we do here, it does revolve around money. And I understand that money's not a big deal for a lot of people, but for some people it really, really is. So we want to we want to pretend or at least pretend that we're aware that what we do and what we say and how we act is going to either make or cost somebody money. So I assure you guys that I take this, I'm 100% serious about this, all right? It matters. Money matters. There's a reason that we do this. And sadly, the reason does come around to money. But I don't want you to think that I'm ever going to be cavalier about that, because it's real. I mean, and if you can find anything more real in this world, in this economy, in this all this other stuff than money, I'm all ears, babe. But until that happens, I'm going to pretend like what I say actually matters and may or may not influence somebody. So if I ever say anything, I assure you that that is the absolute, that is precisely what I am doing. Not recommending that you do, but I am 100% that is what I am doing specifically. Belle, please carry on.
Vibe. Man, Scott's credibility just reached a new high with that costume.
Oh, you like it, dude? Look, man, we've been saying forever and ever, man. We're entertainers, all right? That's what we do. I hope you are entertained. Are you not entertained? I can do a British accent. I'm kind of working on a Scottish accent. It's for a Ren Fair thing that we do, but I'm kind of working on a Scottish accent. I'm getting pretty good at it. I'm starting to get there. I'm not going to bust it out here, but yeah, anytime we do fair, I'm always a bad guy. You got to have a bad guy. You got to have a face. You got to have a heel. Obviously, this is not a face. So I always end up being the heel. But when you're the heel, for some reason, the pissed off Scotsman just sells better. People love to hate him. People love to beat the hell out of him. So I'm okay with that. But the nifty thing from a fair perspective about being the bad guy is that we always win the joust, but we have to lose the fight. And I'm okay with that because I am just too old to fall off horses, man. When I was 40, when I was 30, no problem. When I was 40, ow, but you shake it off. At 50, I won't get up. I mean, that'll be it. I'll fall down, I'll throw up the white flag, and that's kind of it for the Scotter there. But, yeah, so again, it's entertainment, man, but we always have to pretend that, always stay in character. In this case, this is not a character. Anyway, go ahead, Bill.
Gustav Smith, a signed NFT of Scott in costume?
Anybody want to make it, brother? You have my 100% full permission and endorsement. I think this is funny with the backdrop. I actually think this is pretty funny. I think it's a good look for me. I really do, Bill. And I should consider growing in the mustache because this right here, it just screams shenanigans. It just screams up to no good. Dr. Scott is in the house, and Dr. Scott is actually a doctor. We don't talk about that here, but Dr. Scott is actually a doctor. Carry on, Bill.
Vi, Scott, which would you say is a very underrated project in the cosmos right now?
Boy, there's a couple. There's a lot. There really is. Believe it or not, I'm starting to get hotter and hotter on stars. Of all things, I'm starting to get very hot on stars again. Now, I kind of missed. Oh, hang on, I knocked out my headphone again. Belle, can I lose the hat? I mean, are we past this now? Is it cool? Can I lose the hat and put on the headphones because this is getting crazy? Hang on, guys.
Yes, let's go to commercial.
We're gonna
quick,
lose
and
the
you can
hat.
lose the
Give me a
hat.
second here, guys. And hopefully the headphones will keep the damn hair back. 1 second. I'm there. I promise you I'm there. I know how to do this because I'm and when I was a kid, my God, I had long hair. What happened to me? There we go. We're kind of in business. We'll get there, guys. Would I say, yeah, stars. Stars. I'm starting to get hotter and hotter on stars because I started to take a much, much deeper look at this. Now, you guys know I'm not an NFT guy. I don't apologize for it. I am not an NFT guy. So if I haven't spent a lot of time talking about stars, there's a reason that I haven't spent a lot of time talking about stars. But the pragmatist in me has to acknowledge that a lot of the world really, really likes NFTs. A lot of people really, really dig NFTs. And a lot of the crypto space, oh my God, did that weld. Oh, that's so much better. I peeled off the mustache. You'll see it in a second, though. I have to acknowledge that a lot of the crypto space really, really digs NFTs. So whether I like them or not is kind of irrelevant. What matters is that the majority of people like them, that more people like them than don't like them. When that happens, then that's an opportunity for me to make profit on it. But it's not just that. It's not like I'm preying on a community, not by any means. What I'm looking at it is taking a better look at their tokenomics and their business model. I'm trying to see what they are actually about. Is there something else that's going on there that I might have been missing all this time? And there absolutely was. Now, the thing that really, really, really started to change my mind is, do you guys see Adam, by the way? I didn't pull it up. Hang on, let's third screen this. Have you guys seen Adam, by the way? I do want to defer here for a second, guys. Look, man, I'm concerned. I am legitimately concerned about that pump. There's a lot of Adam 2.0 talk. There's a lot of Adam 0, Adam 1, Adam 2.0 talk and stuff like that. Proposals going up, people going nuts. Now, personally, I think, yeah, Adam 2.0, it's time. Whatever Adam was going to do, their initial mission statement, they've achieved it. All right, they made it. It is the IBC. Whether you're even the least little bit familiar with crypto, you've at least heard the acronym IBC, and you might have an idea or at least a curiosity about what's going on over here. So Adam, as written, has achieved their mission. So I'm going to stay a little bit out of the infighting. I don't particularly care about the infighting, the drama, any of that. It's not really me. But I think it's time. I think it's time for them to move out of the basement and at least move upstairs. And I think Adam 2.0 does that. I'm not getting into it, guys. I'm not going to fight on every little nuance of it. I'm just not, because for amazingly, Adam is a big holding for me, but it's not my biggest. So it got me coming back over here and looking at stars, because I am interested, very, very interested in any product, any Cosmos product that runs really, really close with Atom. Now, I want you guys to take a look at that chart right there. This is the 90-day chart of stars. Now, I just sadly, and this was my bad, guys, because nobody hits them all, but I really just started even pointing out the chart less than a month ago. I've always had money in the Stars LP because I have money in every damn Osmo LP. It's literally my charts. It's literally how I track tokens, is just keeping, $1,000 or $2,000 in effectively every LP, and I see what they do. But that is an absolute rock star performance over the last 90 days. I want you to take a good look at that, guys. Look, 0.028. And today, this moment, right now, 0.054, as you see there. Do you guys know what that is? Do you know what that's called? Belle, do you know what that's called?
And what is that called?
It's called a 2X. It's called an absolute hands down. We rocked. We won. We killed it. Go to hell. It's called an absolute. I put the glasses back on. I can't do it. All right. We had our fun. That's called an absolute 2X over the last 90 days. Now, this segues me wonderfully over into the other circus performers that seems to represent a lot of the YouTube. I look like a vampire now. This is what I look like. Without the hat, I'm a vampire. This is it, Mel. I got a cloak, and without the top hat and the glasses, I'm a freaking vampire. This is terrible. I'm not a vampire, all right? I'm not a vampire. I am a sideshow barker. But let me finish my finish my thought here. God damn it, I derailed myself. I looked in the camera. That's what I did. I looked in the camera. I looked at the mirror. I said, my God, Scott, you look like Antonio. Well, I'm an old beat-up Antonio Banderas from Interview with a Vampire. That's what I'm going at. After the run is over, after the fame, and you've started eating way too much, and life just kick the hell out of you. This is it. This is what this is what you end up as. Hang on, Belle. I'm taking off the wig. This is too much. This is killing me. It was fun, and yeah, but we're all done with that now. Oh my God, what am I now? Now, God, you know what I look like? I look like Cousin Fester. I look like Fester. Oh my God, this is great. There's so many layers to this costume. I hope you guys can appreciate the effort that I put into this, because I went from the Living Dead show, Living Dead girl Barker, to a beat up, washed up, life's been bad to me Antonio Banderas vampire, and now I'm Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm Uncle Fester. Oh, my God. I didn't even think about all the layers. Guys, this is what we're about here at the podcast, all right? You got to peel the onion. You got to get to all the layers. And when you do, you end up with Uncle Fester. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, Belle, I know the video's on a time delay. You haven't seen it yet, but you will shortly, and I think you're going to agree. I wouldn't even know. Let's put on the glasses and see who the hell I am now. Oh, my God, I'm Scott. That's it. Wow. Look at there, man. You take that all off and put on the glasses, even with all this stuff. Oh, my God, I look like Scott again. This layers, guys. All right, we are all about it. Anyway, let me get back to this. A lot of people miss this. All right, I missed it. I didn't hit this one the way I should have. Now, I always keep, I always keep a little bit money in pools, because these are all of the Osmo pools that I'm in. And I always keep a little bit of money in here because I want to keep score. But yeah, this one right here, guys, absolutely freaking exploded. The only reason it got me looking back over here again was that number right there, that 5 million stars that are going to be distributed by percentage to everybody in this big-ass pool over the next 35 days. So after that 35 days from now, the whole situation with this thing might change. But it didn't really occur to me until I started digging into this more and more and more that a minimum of 40 to 45% of all NFT traffic that happens in the cosmos happens on stars. You have my attention, is what I'm saying, because I don't have to love NFTs if you love NFTs. And I want to invest in the place where effectively half of all the Cosmos NFTs are being generated. And here's the 90-day I didn't switch the screens. And how about that? Here's the 180-day chart. Guys, look, man, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing. This is the kind of investment from way back here on June 18th, the absolute low point, 0.018 on the absolute low point. 0.054. Do you guys know what that's called? Anybody? Does anybody know what that's called? That's called a 3x in the cosmos in a decent, really, really decent, but not a huge market cap token. But if you were stuck with stars since June, you have tripled your money. You have 3x'd your money. Now the rest of us are these all of us non-believers. See, we have to do it like this. So for me to 3x it, I have to go after something like this, and I have to go at it hyper aggressively because of something like this. Now I'm not going to discuss the financials, but considering that the chain is down right now, I'm taking the big screen here, Bill, and it's down for the right reasons. It is down because this is the cosmos. And one of the things that exists in the cosmos more than most chains is drama, absolute drama. And once people get their teeth on something, it's like a dog with a rag. You're never going to stop until you please me. So they stopped the chain. They halted the chain. They did it for the right reasons. And as a validator on the Jackal Network, I wholeheartedly agree with the stoppage. Let's get everybody on the same page. Let's pretend that this is a business and not a sideshow, not a hustle, that it's not this, that this is actually a product, that it's a product that I happen to like, that I happen to agree with because it exists in my wheelhouse so much, data storage, that all of these things combine to make it an appealing investment to me. So with that being said, I don't particularly care about who's belting out about this thing. What I do care about is that there's a pretty good opportunity for me personally, to get a jump start on what I believe is going to be coming. I'm not going to talk about the price. Honestly, if you're not familiar with Pool 832, get familiar with Pool 832. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, these there are more than one of these small cap tokens that have absolutely crushed it, that are starting to get their legs under them, that are starting to do what they were designed to do. And I think it's in your interest to take a look at them. Not saying buy them. I'm saying take a look at them, because if there was ever a magic formula in crypto, look at the last 180 days of stars. Go back through all of their blogs. I don't know if people still blog, but go through their press releases, go through their developer blogs, go through all of that stuff, and see what they did in 180 days to make their token, their market cap, their entire product worth 3 times what it was 180 days ago. Hope that answered the question. Belle, please carry on.
Type shiz lewd. Costumes are awesome. You guys just took this stream to a whole new level. Pure entertainment. Aha.
I told you, we're entertainment. Are you not? I even got a sound effect here. Look at this. This is for you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I've been telling you the whole time that we are entertainers. Nobody should take us seriously in regards to money, because what the hell do they know? What the hell do we know? Belle, carry on, please.
Sangriaville, how do you feel about the future of NFTs? Think anything will come of it?
Boy, there's a lot to unpack on that particular one, man. Look, I'm not an NFT guy. Here I'm going to show you all of the NFTs I own. I think I have a pet rock that somebody dropped me. But right here, what you're looking at is my Bitcana wallet, and every NFT I own is going to come scrolling by here. So I bought about 30 of these, not because I like NFTs, but because I want to support Bitcana. It's a big project for me. It's another one that has just performed admirably, absolutely wonderfully over the last 180 days. So if you are looking for what a small cap token, do some reading up on Bitcana. Take a look. So maybe you see what I see. Maybe you invest. Maybe you don't. I'm kind of indifferent about it, but I think it's a wonderful product. So These are all of the NFTs I own. Now, somebody schooled me up on these because I didn't know that rarity mattered. I didn't know it was a big thing. I just thought, yeah, they look cool. Look what it does to my wallet. You guys seeing that? You seeing them just cycle through? That's pretty cool. And it was an addition to the Big Cannon wallet. And as soon as they put that in, I said, hell with it. I'll go buy some NFTs. But I'm going to keep about 5 of these, and the rest of them, we're just going to give them away on the show. So randomly. I don't know what they're worth. I don't care what they're worth. I know what it cost me to mint them, and that's it. Aside from that, I don't care. If you would like an NFT from a bud head, it's called a bud head, BUDD. If you would like a bud head, then we will be giving them away on the show as we go through. Now, getting back to the actual NFT question, where do I see value in NFTs? Manufacturing. I'm sorry, I'm not going to change my mind on this. 100% manufacturing. That's where I see advantage, or I see an actual legacy world use case. I see it in manufacturing. I see it in airline tickets. I see it in concert tickets. And don't bust my balls here, but I think it's a wonderful idea, and it's actually something that I'm considering pursuing. I see it being advantageous in parking tickets and speeding tickets and fines. Local city, state governments that can actually, instead of making a big deal when they give you your ticket, it's assigned an NFT. And the only way that NFT is ever going to go away is if you pay your parking ticket. Now, I get a lot of parking tickets. I absolutely get a lot of parking tickets. I don't really see it as a ticket. I just see it as VIP parking. And it's $25. I don't care about $25, so it just turns into VIP parking. And yeah, I am that jagoff that'll do that. But I think the NFT idea, I think there's something there, Bell. But you asked the question, so I entertained it, ran it out to its illogical conclusion. Use case, absolute use case NFTs. I see a tremendous, a huge, shocking world of opportunity in that. As long as it stays in the art, as long as it stays as something like this with butt heads, then it's never going to be taken seriously. The legacy world is never going to adopt it, and it's always just going to be this little esoteric plaything of tech people. But when you start getting your airline tickets as NFTs, meaning that, oh yeah, they are transferable, as soon as that starts happening, you're going to see the entire NFT, the entire blockchain world, NFT world. You're going to see the entire Web3 turnover, because suddenly you've just seen a use case for blockchain that can literally change the world. I believe in it right there. As long as it's art, it'll stay in the shadows. Like beatniks, like beatniks coffee shops going up there reading slam poetry and stuff like that. It's entertained, but it's not taken seriously. As soon as the whole world sees a way to do this, profit on this, and that it's convenient, everything changes. So hope that answered the question. Belle, please carry on.
All right. Robbie Smith, before you took off the wig, said your costume is a little Undertaker-esque.
Undertaker. Oh my God, I didn't even put that one on there. I didn't make that. I just went straight to Uncle Fester. I don't know what it did, but now I'm in Uncle Fester mode. Undertaker. I didn't even think about that. See, anybody who would make that association has been watching wrestling for a long, long time. I remember the Undertaker's very first match. I remember the very first match that he came in. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I know you wouldn't think it to look at me, but yeah, I am a huge wrestling fan. I love WWE. I loved it through the Attitude Era. I mean, it's too pure entertainment now, and they kind of lost me. But there's some of these other up and coming wrestling things that are coming up, and I enjoy those a lot. So no, Undertaker didn't occur to me, but if you mentioned it, you've been watching wrestling a long time, sir. Big round of applause. Thank you. And Belle, carry on and then we got to take a short break because I got to get the cloak off.
Code R1, how is B-Cree higher than Cree on CoinGecko?
Derivative staking. I'll break it out for you. So let me break it out for you. It might be a whole separate video, though. I'm going to make it a separate video, dude. I'll spit that one out for you personally. And I'll tell you what, I'll even put your name in the title. So, Belle, write down who asked that question. I want to make sure I give him credit. I'll break that out all the way for you guys on that thing, man, because you're talking about a native token and a derivative token. BCRE is the liquid staking version of CRE, and it's a lot to unpack here, so we'll maybe table that one. So, guys, if you can please give us 60 seconds, let me get the cloak off. I've had my fun, but I think it's time to get down to business. So let me get the cloak off. We're gonna come in. We're gonna get back to it. Just pretend that my beard isn't painted black and that I'm wearing it's not eyeshadow, it's actually face paint. So just pretend that none of these things are happening. We will be right back. Appreciate it. One. Believe it or not, thank you. I feel better now. Now, what costume am I in? Now, what is it? Just the plain white shirt, the painted beard, and the really, really baggy eyes. So what costume am I in now? I'm having so much fun with this. I just didn't know I had 4 costumes on when I just put on the one, Bell. All right, hang on 1 second. There was one other thing that I really, really, really wanted to get into. So, guys, give me just 1 second here. I want to pick this apart. And when you're doing costume changes in a very, in a very, very small show, it obviously it derails your train of thought. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I want to come back to this for just a second, guys. I didn't spend enough time on this, even though I believe that I should. There we go. I just swallowed a hair. All right, there was a hair from that damn fake mustache, and I just swallowed it. It's been in my mouth this whole time. But I would like to point out that I'm professional enough to just soldier through here. Guys, I'm concerned about this price. Now, this is Scott thinking out loud, not financial advice, not in any way, shape, or form is this financial advice. And I really don't want to fight about this. But I'm a little bit concerned about this, and I want to show you why. We're going to break out a 180-day chart right here on Atom. Now, Atom is another one of these tokens that has just been performing admirably. If we go back here to June 18th, $6. $6.10. We were making Atom videos 6 months ago. I was showing you that I was buying this stuff up, not because I think you should, but because I said, it is Cosmos. So if Cosmos is going to survive, Atom is going to survive. For Atom to survive, I have to buy some. So I did, and I bought a lot. But the best thing that Atom's had working for me over all of this time, aside from the price, because honestly, man, right now I don't really care about the price. The price is great. That's wonderful. We all made money. We're all superstars. What I care about is that number right there, that little 2.6%. I have not been spending enough time in this, even though it is a absolute 100% critical part of my strategy. When Atom decouples the way that it's decoupled from Bitcoin, and it is absolutely decoupled from Bitcoin, and any Bitcoin maxi out there wants to have a fight with me about it, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to show you 2 frames. I mean, that's it. As soon as it loads, look, I can't make the internet load faster. I can just pull it up. I'm going to show you 2 frames on this entire thing, and I will absolutely 100% win the argument because I'm right about it. This is Bitcoin over the last 180 days. Take a real good look here, guys. From June 18th, $19,047 from June 18th. Today, $20,400. So you're talking about a gain on this thing of about 8 or 9, 10, actually, it's about 12%. Let's call it 12%. In the same time that this thing has gained 2% or 12%, this one right here, this little token right here called Atom, we all are familiar with it. But at the same time that Bitcoin has gained about 12 or 13% from June 18th, Atom has gained from $6.10 to $14.28, as you see it here. So it's more than doubled. It's not only doubled, but it's doubled plus a whole bunch. So when this thing has gone through a serious decoupling, like it has, there's no speculation here. This is not me wool gathering. This is an absolute 100% fact. I stopped thinking of it as an ecosystem token, and I start thinking of it as a currency. Now, one of the big things that's happened for about 3 tokens that I'm into real heavy over here is they have built my portfolio. They have recovered my portfolio. Not fully recovered, but they've done an admirable job of recovering my portfolio. I'm not going to show you the big wallet, but I will show you. I want to put some context on this, so I will come up here and show you the Greater Scott wallet. Now, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you are pretty well aware of the Greater Scott wallet. I started this wallet with $2,500, 2500, and we are dated all the way back to November of 2021. So everything is time and date stamped. Everything is out there. You see every single thing that we see. And the wallet addresses are clearly visible. If you'd like to check out the transactions, knock yourself out. I don't care. But we started this wallet at $2,500. Now, we bottomed out after UST, and after the second market crash right around June 18th. Since June 18th, when this wallet was at $4,000, from June 18th to now, you're seeing the value of it. Now, I have went all of the above. There's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't broadcast, that I don't put out because I don't think you should do it. I'm not trying to be your mom. I'm not trying to be your dad. I am just so fundamentally opposed to these things, such as real hot day trading. And when I mean real hot, we're chasing 2%, but we're chasing 2% on 60 or 70 trades at the same time. It's a lot to keep track of. You need to be experienced in this before you try to do this. Hitting it on leverage trading. I do not recommend you do leverage trading. However, I strongly recommend that you do leverage trading on their testnet because it doesn't cost you money. And believe it or not, it's accurate. You can get a fit and a feel for this. Learn before you start pissing money away into this. But this one funny little YouTube wallet up here that we took from 2,500 to 25,000 down to 4,000 after everything is now restored to the position that you see it right there. All of it's open, all of it's transparent. There's no BS, there's no hustle, there's no sideshow. It is what it is. The only reason that we put this one up here and that we're going to continue to, because we always get a lot of questions. Well, how do normal people do it? How does somebody with a smaller wallet do what you do? This is how you do it. It's work, it's effort, it's ulcers, it's insomnia, it's lack of sleep, and I'm telling you flat out, it's not worth it unless this right here, that number right there, means more to you than anything. Then it's absolutely not worth it. If you just want to come into crypto and you want to grind, you want to have some fun, you want to make some smart, what I actually consider smart investments, then you're going to be living down here somewhere. All right, you will absolutely be living down here somewhere. These are liquidity pools. These are all the liquidity pools that I'm in, and you see that there are some pretty big numbers up there because these are fire and forget. These are put them in. APR to APY once a day and just forget about it. I consider them smart investments. I've given you my context why, but after that, it's up to you. Now, if you want to go for the gold, you're going to have to do your homework, man. You're going to have to dig in. You're going to have to get ready for tears. You're going to have to get ready for your wife is probably going to leave you because you can't talk about anything but crypto. But if you're prepared for that, I'm just saying it's possible. I just showed you. So it is absolutely 100% possible. But oh, God, Bell, what I want to say, I can't say. All right, we're all done with that. I'm sorry I chased the lights on that one, guys. I just want to make sure that was out. All right, Bell, question. I'm even boring Bell on this one. My God, what happened to us? Are we not going live enough?
You're not boring me, actually. I was monitoring comments. Thank you very much.
Carry on, Bell.
125 POB. Do you think Evmos has a real chance of being an actual player in the space?
Oh, I do, man. I do. Anytime I get into Evmos, I have to be real careful about what I say, how I say it, why I say it, and all that other stuff because it's a wild card. EVMOS is 100% a wild card, but I do think it's a good bridge. I think it is a fantastic bridge between Ethereum, between Cosmos, between other networks. I think what Diffusion is doing here is absolutely fantastic. I keep this open on my screen right here. I keep this one open on my screen regardless of what I'm doing so that anytime I'm starting to question myself or feel bad about what I'm doing, I come over to here and I just watch that number right there just print money for me. 24/7, 365, that thing is 100% grinding it away. And I'm not hiding what I'm in or why I'm in it. Look at here. That's what I'm in, and that's why I'm in it. Juno has let me down up and down over and over and over. Now, I started my big buys in Juno at about $3. And I thought it would hold. I seriously thought it would hold about $4, $4.15. I thought it was a sweet spot for it. But that son of a bitch trailed all the way down to about $2.90. So I tend to be a patient investor, but I also tend to be a realistic investor. And if the entire market, everybody dislikes it so much, for that son of a bitch to shed half of its value in 90 days, who am I to question that many people? I'm a pragmatist. Now, I didn't want to dump all of the Juno, but I wanted to find a place to earn better on it, and here we are. We found a place to earn better on it right there in Juno EVMOS over here on Diffusion at 259%. Man, I'm not going to complain about that because, again, every time I come over here, every time I hit refresh, that thing just prints more money for me. This is putting your money to work. This is sticking with a lagging investment but still being able to at least maintain its value. I maintain it through EVMOS. I like what they're doing over here, but I do want to disclose, guys, that EVMOS comes with a tremendous amount of risk. You need to be aware of this. Take the rose-colored glasses off when you're playing around over here because these are bridges, and bridges are hackable. We have seen it over and over and over that bridges can have an awful lot of problems. So even though they're offering you a tremendous APR over here, and that's not my only farm, guys. I'm in tons of farm. You know what my moneymaker has been lately, Bill? Hang on, I'll
What's
show
your
it.
moneymaker been?
Surprisingly, if it'll load, for some reason my MetaMask does not work real well with this one. My moneymaker, my slam dunk, the thing that's been paying me more than anything else over here has been if it'll load. I'm trying, guys. I can't make it go. My slam dunk moneymaker over here, if everything else has been EVMOS and DAI. I don't even like DAI, but Gravity Bridge DAI has just been paying me and has just been absolutely killing it for me. I like to pair with stable tokens. I love pairing with stable tokens. And at 303%, I don't have to love DAI as long as some people love DAI. As long as DAI is still a top 50, man, I'm there because you're paying me 303% on it. This is 14 hours. That's because I harvest right around 4 a.m. because I'm an old guy and I get up early, but that's right around 14 hours. So come tomorrow, I'm making you know what? I'm not going to do the math right now. Break it down for yourself. Take that 17,500, multiply it by 3.03, divide it by 365. You'll see what I'm making every day on that. But that's every single day for an EVMOS, which has been flat, absolutely flat over the last 180 days. All right, let's take a look at that because, you know, I'm a big fan of 180-day charts. Over the last 180 days, from here to here, EVMOS has been flat. I love that. I absolutely love that when you're going to pay me 303% to pair it with a stable token. I have a sound effect that I put up for this, even though we don't give financial advice and I don't recommend it. I'll turn on B2 so Bell can hear the sound effect. This is what goes through my head when I see something. Purposely downloaded that amazingly annoying sound effect because I wanted to get the point across on this one, guys. I don't recommend you do this because we don't give financial advice, but I'm doing it. I am APRing to APYing that. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give, let me see what I got in the Jackal wallet. Hang on. I got to switch screens because I have to pull up the big wallet. So let me see what I got in Jackal. But because I'm so passionate about it, because I believe in this so much, and when the chain is restored, I'll tell you what, whatever it is right now, whatever the price of Jackal is right this very second, the person who can answer this question first into chat, I'm going to send you 10 Jackal, all right? Because Belle has gotten 0 tips on this stream, even though she dressed up, but I'm still going to give money away. I will give 10 Jackal. You guys ready? To the first person who can type the following into chat and tell me why I'm so interested in this. Tell me what the APR to APY is of 303%. First person to type that in, I'm going to send them 10 Jackal. 10 Jackal. So, Belle, watch the chat. I know it's not going to hit for 45 seconds or so, but watch the chat. First person to get that in, I'm going to send them 10 Jackal. But I want to put that out so that you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I am pushing into something like this, why I yield farm, why I do all the things that I do. It's wrapped up, believe it or not, my entire investment strategy, everything that I do is wrapped up in this single pool, and I just wanted to make sure that people were aware of it. Belle, carry on with questions, please.
All right. Next one coming in from Leanson. Scott, do you think that NFTs can play a role like the fine art space? I'm talking of offering a hedge against inflation.
Probably. It's maybe. I don't know. It's not a path that I would see for it. I would absolutely, the best path I could see for NFTs, the thing that blows them out, the thing that makes them real, the thing that makes legacy manufacturing endorse them. My brother works for AMD. Of all people, my brother works for AMD, and they literally have armored cars that pull up twice a week. Armored cars. This is where we are as a society, that armored cars with armed guards show up to pick up pallets and pallets of AMD processors. Where I see the value of NFTs is stamping an NFT on each and every one of those goddamn processors so that when it gets from the AMD factory to the AMD delivery point, when they come out, somebody scans that NFT and says, yep, this is what left the factory and this is what showed up here. No serial numbers, which can be faked. No anything, which can be faked. You know what cannot be faked? An NFT. Can't be done. It's a decentralized network. You have to convince what is it? What's quorum on those? About 70%. You have to convince 70% of the validators that the bullshit that you're trying to heap on the world is accurate. So when somebody like AMD, when somebody like this adopts NFTs, we're there. So fine art is great. I appreciate art, but I'm not much of an art person. So I don't really see the value there, but I absolutely see the value in manufacturing. And once it's done in manufacturing, it will roll out to the rest of the legacy world. Imagine if you will, because we're an imaginative people here. Imagine, if you will, if your personal medical record had an NFT on it. You know what that would mean? The only people who could access it would be the people that you give approval to access it, and nobody can make a modification on it unless they did it and the entire network agreed that it was real. I see a lot of use for NFT blockchain. I see it. I don't really see it in art. It's not really my thing. Belle, please carry on.
All right, and we've actually got several answers that were really close to 303% APR compounding daily, turning into what APY. But Type Shizlude got it with 1944.
Okay, I'm not giving it to him, and he knows why. Who's next?
Altered Nature.
Altered Nature.
Oh, actually, wait, nope. Altered Nature got it with 1944.
Did we give him money last time we were out?
No.
No, Altered Nature, congratulations, sir. Get your information to Belle. I need your Jackal address. Can't send it to you until the chain comes up, but I'm going to send you 10 Jackal, get you interested in this. Now, we don't give financial advice on this channel, as we've talked about many, many, many times, but I'm going to pantomime something, and you get a takeaway from that or you don't. So this is our moment of silence for you to put into consideration what I'm not telling you right now. Belle, please carry on.
All right. Sigrid, game developer. You need more sleep, Scott.
Oh, babe, you know what? I do. I understand he was just busting my balls probably because of the black paint on my face. I do need more sleep, guys. Look, man, I'm gonna venture out here a little bit. I'm gonna expose my little vulnerable pink underbelly right now. I'm serving 3 masters right now. All right, there are 3 jobs that I'm doing right now, and I'm starting to do them all a little bit half-assed. So I'm at that tipping point. Do I commit fully to this? Do I commit fully to YouTube? Do I commit fully to blockchain and investing, which is my absolute 100% true passion? Or do I stick with my trade, or do I do 3 things, kind of half-assed? So I'm really at that tipping point right now where I haven't, I know what I want to do, but I can't quite pull the trigger because this is going to sound incredibly sexist, but when you have children, you don't have choices anymore. You have responsibilities. So you always have to consider your responsibilities before you make a decision like that. You know what? A 22-year-old kid, no wife, no kids, no anything. Yeah, you can just kind of, float on the breeze. But when you actually have responsibilities, you got to be, you got to do the right thing. So I want to tip over that direction. I really do. Guys, I want to do this every day. I want to come up here. I want to talk crypto. I want to spend more time with my validators. I want to spend more time with my blockchain. I want to spend more time with my investments. And I want to spend more time with the funds that I'm investing. You know what? No, I don't have those because I'm not licensed. But I want to spend more time doing all that stuff, so I haven't quite tipped over yet. But I'll tell you what, you're gonna know when we know if we decide to go that way. All right, Belle. Question. Go.
Aren't this, Scott? How would you tie an NFT to a physical medium in a counterfeit-proof fashion?
Well, I mean, dude, you're an actual dev, Aaron. I'm not gonna tell you anything about development, babe. You built Jackal. The hell do I know about it? All I do is make videos about it and make a lot of money on it. I don't know anything about that. But I'll fall back to my basic understanding of an NFT. How do you tie it to it? Boy, you know what, Aaron, honestly, I think we should talk. I really think we should talk because I have some ideas here. And I need to float them by an actual front end guy to see if what I'm even considering is remotely possible. Because if it is, I got investment money, right? I'm a big fan of bootstrapping, just saying. So we should definitely talk. I know that didn't answer the question, but boy, you lit me up, man. Belle, carry on.
All right, and David Dolan, type Shizlude, hit us with a $25 and a $50 super chat. Thank you.
Look at you go. Guys, look, the money doesn't come to me. I don't need your money. All right, the money goes to Belle. And you know what, Belle, you thank him. I always do the thank you for you. You thank him because it's your money. It doesn't go to me.
I think you need to rewind a little bit there, Scott. I did say thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, do it better. That's me busting balls, too. Do it better. Come on, we're in black and white. We can be as honest as we want today. Come on, Belle, give me something good.
You seriously just paid me more than I make in 2 hours doing my fiat farming responsibility. So
Isn't that sad? But for all of that, people bust your balls so much. She's not my secretary. She's my producer. And Belle is a sharp, savvy crypto investor. That's the funny thing. She gets a little nervous when she's here by herself because we tried the Belle alone thing, but we will be bringing that back, by the way. But Belle is sharp, man. She, who put me on to Bitcana? Belle. It wasn't me, man. I looked at that chart. I said, nope, ain't going to happen. Not interested. Belle put me on to Bitcana. So I'm just saying, if she happens to mention something even casually, I want to write that down. Belle, I'll carry on.
That was actually, we don't have any more questions at the moment.
Oh, excellent. Actually. Good, because we're also at 7 o'clock. I'm taking the big screen. Appreciate you guys indulging us tonight. I understand that this one was a little bit unfocused. Guys, look, I painted my beard. I wore a fake mustache and had a damn wig on. That's as focused as you're going to get me. I mean, that's it. My entire focus was on a silly costume. But we're going to be back all week. I think I made my decision. I'm really, really close, man. I think I made my decision, and I want to do this. Size of the audience, man. Look, I ain't doing it for clicks. I don't care, but by me I care. You know what? How about this? Like, share, subscribe. You guys do whatever the hell, whatever other YouTube people say, I'm saying it. I do care because it's always nice to be recognized for the effort. But I love talking to you guys, and it really helps focus me because a lot of you guys are my research people, and you've put me onto some tremendously good opportunities that I've fully taken advantage of. So even though it seems like this is for us, it is because you guys are actually have put me onto quite a few projects that I've made some decent money on, and I want to keep it going. So I'm not only a yield harvester, I'm an information harvester. There are a lot of eyes that see this. Not a lot, but there's more. 200 people. If I get 250 views on a damn live stream, that's 250 individual people that are looking at this, listening to what I'm saying, considering it, and maybe saying Scott might be interested in this or this. So I'm making my own damn, putting my spider webs out there, and you guys are giving me money, so I appreciate that. But if you're going to be in this space, if you're going to operate in this space, you have to commit to this space. And I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, Belle. I think it's time. I don't know, Belle. What do you think?
We'll discuss that off the show, actually.
Why not? We're all family. Everybody here is friends. We all know each other. I think it's okay. I'm not gonna bang you on that one, like that one. But guys, I'll tell you what. Let's if you can tune in the rest of the week, we're going to be live every day, 1800, because that's the only way I can strike a realistic work-life balance is by going on at 6. And see if the show progressively gets better and better, more focused, no Halloween silliness. And if it is, and if you like it, and if you keep going, you guys know what we're about. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed again, Belle, and I can't because my makeup will run. So, Belle, please talk us up, talk us out, and you know what, guys, we will see you tomorrow.
And I do hope you guys did enjoy this episode tonight. We had a blast doing this one. Robbie Smith and Gustav Smith, thank you guys so much for hitting us with 2 more super chats. Wow, you guys. I sincerely do appreciate those. Now, in the meantime, until tomorrow night, if you guys have any more comments, questions, or concerns, you can definitely send Scott and I an email, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com, and we will get those answered for you. Definitely, if you have won Jackal from Scott over the past week and you have not gotten your Jackal address over to us, definitely email those over to us too. We do want to actually give you money. I mean, as soon as we can. Again, we appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we will see you tomorrow night.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.